Let's use a tent on the overworld to get health back. Whoop! Alright. Let's just go into the Ifrit cave. See how that's doing. That is pretty small. It's only 10. That's only 10 levels. Actually, it's less than 10 levels. Well, no, it's 10 levels, yeah. 10 exact. Poor Selfie. A direct hit. Terrible. I'm going in. Be careful. Squall. I thought Selfie was with you. Aren't we missing someone? Selfie, I let her go ahead. I bet she's in shock. Come on, let's go after her. Well, I mean, you guys stopping me kind of let her get further ahead of me. So it's kind of your fault now. Dude, Thundaga. So, you've been looking after Selfie. Selfie's been a great help. Aww. What's wrong? That's not like Squall at all. Whatever. There should be a basketball court in the back. Wait for me there, okay? I want to go catch up with some friends. Young lad, what was your name and number again? Have you done a good deed for your academy, Trebia Garden? Good deed, you ask? It's to help rebuild this place. Let's see, for example, have you donated to the Trebia Fund? I'll give you an A. Is that like an M4? Like, what is that? I mean, I guess there are guns in this universe. Found an old issue of Timber Maniacs. You finished reading it. Donations, yeah. He's like, we got a $10 donation for rebuilding our... rebuilding our garden. We carried the injured ones out in the car. Me? Nah, I'm not hurt. I'm just sick. I'm exhausted from tending to everyone. That Tonberry King. Take this. GF summoning. Blah. Interesting. AK variant? Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know anything about guns. Remember how we used to fight over the basketball court during lunch break? Yeah, I lost that guy 3 days in a row. He's dead meat next time. The ball rolled under there. That's the last ball. Oh no. It's right in front of you, kid. Like, Can you really not your hand's directly next to it? Well, at least he didn't say he wants to be a basketball when he grows up. Dude, Aura, we in there. I guess Squall has too much magic. Is that why he can't accept any of these spells that he clearly... Yeah, he can't. That's why. Alright. I should drop some of the earlier ones, so Squall can learn stuff like Aura. Aura's just too good. Gee, I wish the faculty was a little more reliable. What do they expect the student body committee to do under these conditions? We have to remove this missile as soon as possible. Well, yeah. There's no more threat of an explosion, but if it falls over, it could crush someone. We're leaving as soon as Selfie comes back. We're on standby till then. Doesn't seem like the enemy has invaded the garden yet. Are they on their way? Where's the sorceress? We have to find her and... You know, ever since I met all of you, I've been doing some thinking. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't come up with an answer either. I think I know what part this is, and it's... oh boy. If it's the part I think it is, then oh boy. Why did the sorceress come into the picture all of a sudden? Was she actually waiting for this opportunity? I wonder if she was living a normal life before all this. Why the search for Eleni? Eleni inviting Squall back to the past, whereas the sorceress searches for it. Could it be the sorceress is trying to make that journey into the past too? I gotta do something to show that Selfie can depend on me. Everyone else is worried about stuff, and Irvine's like, yo, I just want Selfie to like me. Pretty sure this is a waited out moment. I think we're headed down the nonsense hole. Dude, that ball didn't even roll. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks so much for coming all the way out here, everyone. Cheer up, eh? Thanks. Take me with you when you fight the sorceress, okay? I want to get even. I want my revenge. Do we have to fight? Isn't there another way? You know, to avoid the bloodshed? Yo, what are you saying all of a sudden? Maybe someone really smart can come up with a way, so we wouldn't have to fight anymore. What are you getting at? If someone can come up with something, that'd be great. But no one's doing anything. They're all scared, uneasy. All they do is complain. They just pretend to be thinking. If this is the part I think it is, Sola, we're about to go down the deep dark hole of Crazyville. They criticize others, but in the end, they can't do anything either. Rinoa, why all this? All of a sudden, what do you expect from me? I grew up in Garden. I'm a seed. Do you understand? Squall? You have to voice your feelings, or else I won't understand. You were part of a resistance movement in Timber, right? Unlike others who were all talk, you took to your weapons and fought. And now you're saying all this? What happened to you? I guess I'm getting scared. Satellite. Sometimes, when I'm with all of you, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, you know? But when the battles start happening, it's different. Everyone's tempo seems to pick up, and I get left behind. I try to catch up, but it's no use. How far is everyone going? I can't hear anyone. Once I catch up, I wonder, is everyone safe? Will they welcome me with open arms? Is everyone okay? Will we all make it back together? When I start thinking like that, Rinoa, I understand. Someone might not be there. Someone you love may disappear before your very eyes. It's tough when you live your life thinking that way, but that's why I fight. When I was a kid, oh boy, I was about 4 or so, I was in an orphanage. Here we go. Plenty of kids, all with no parents. It was around the end of the Sorceress War, so I guess it couldn't be helped. Anyway, that's where I was. And out of all the kids there, one was very special to me. Irvy, wanna play? I really liked this girl, and it made me so happy just talking to her. Selfie, what you playing? Seifer, what you playing? War. Was that orphanage a stone house? You guessed it. An old house made of stone by the ocean. You guessed it. I knew right away when we first met. Hey, why didn't you tell us? Because you two seem to have forgotten. It just kinda sucked that I was the only one who remembered. Spunky little Seifer and bossy little Quisty. That's so weird. Huh? Hey, you guys remember setting off fireworks? That was... Satellite. This way. I'm Ghost Squall. It's really not outside of Selfie's character either, Satellite, if she would have continued by saying that. Sis, where'd you go? Yo, you don't like me anymore? What a shameful sight. I remember getting stuck here forever because I didn't know that this was a path. Hey, Karkin. How about this? Yeah, the ocean, the lighthouse. We did set off fireworks. Yo! Kids aren't supposed to play with fireworks. I'm telling on you. Crybaby Zell, go back to bed. If I remember this, does that mean I was... Oh wait, if I remember this, does that mean I was there too? We all got in big trouble. Then, what about my parents in Balam? The Dinks in Balam must have adopted you. Yeah, that's probably it. I was here? Yo, come on, stop it. Martin, help. Crybaby Zell. Who's that? Na 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 na. Stop teasing me, Seifer. Oh my goodness. Seifer, my archenemy. Wow, he was there too? Well, I'm officially lost, says Sola. I don't know, Core. All of them grew up in the same orphanage is pretty good. Although there is one more piece of information about that that's even crazier. Seifer was there too. Except for Rinoa, we were all there. Hey, that means... Yeah, right, Quark? Yeah, I was there too. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it doesn't. It makes somewhat sense within its own universe, but it is so ridiculous. Sis. I was always waiting for Sis to come back. I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. I'll be okay without you, Sis. I'll be able to take care of myself. I didn't turn out okay at all. Sis Ellie. Eleni was Sis. She was a bit older than us, and we all used to call her Sis. Quistis, Zell, Selfie, Irvine, Seifer, Eleni, and myself. Yeah. I'm not sure what the meaning behind all this is, but we were definitely together in the same orphanage. You mean Sis is Eleni? She's the one that takes us back to Laguna's period. She said she wanted to change the past. I don't know why. There can only be one reason for that. She must not be happy with the present. If that's the case, I'm definitely up for helping her. She's part of our orphanage gang. You don't even remember who she was. Hey, Selfie, that goes for you too. Thinking about the plot irritates me. Whenever I make fun of Final Fantasy VIII, which I love 8, I really do, but there's just some things worth making fun of. All of the main characters grew up in the same orphanage is my go-to WTF moment. It's pretty scary we've forgotten all these things. So Ma and Pa aren't my real parents? I wonder where the orphanage is. We literally went there earlier, but I wasn't allowed in. So Sis was Eleni, huh? Everyone was fond of Sis, but you, Squall, you kept hogging her for yourself. You sure have a good memory. This is really strange. I don't think I was adopted because of the way I am. Probably the same with Seifer, too. You two must have been at Garden by the age of 5 or so. Even so, he's never mentioned anything about growing up in an orphanage. And nothing about this has ever crossed my mind when I see him either. Don't you find that odd? That is strange. In my case, I had loads and loads of fun after going to Trabia. That's probably why I forgot all about my childhood. That's what I think. But I didn't know what's up with you guys. It's so odd that you would forget. I remember. Yes, I remember now. I don't know if it's cliche. It's ridiculously contrived. Things don't work out too well at my new home. So I came to Garden at the age of 10. That was when I first noticed Seifer and Squall. Seifer and Squall were always fighting. Yeah, Quistis always used to break us up. Yeah, that's right. Seifer was a kid who always needed to be the center of attention, but Squall always used to ignore him. But eventually they would end up fighting. Squall could have easily walked away from it, but always took up the challenge. He should have just ignored him, but Squall, almost in tears, would say, I gotta do my best by myself, or else I won't be able to see Sis. I guess I was trying to take Eleni's place. I tried, but to no avail. That's probably it. Even after becoming an instructor, I couldn't stop thinking about Squall. I thought it was love. I had to hide my feelings because I was an instructor. But I've come to realize it wasn't. It was my childhood feelings of being a big sister that lingered. Oh well. Main characters being orphans is a top 10 RPG cliche. I wouldn't say all of them though, Bubba. Like the number 1 like main character, sure, but not all of them. Yo, this is getting out of hand. We're forgetting way too much. A misunderstood love? Actually, I had completely given up when Rinoa came in the picture. Hey, it must be the same for Seifer. I'm sure Seifer's forgotten his childhood too. But whenever he sees Squall, his inner feelings start to boil, and... Is that why he's always picking fights with Squall? Why is it that we forgot? We grew up together as kids, how's that possible? How about this? The price we pay for using the GF. There we go. The rabbit hole gets deeper. The GF provides us its power, but the GF makes its own place inside our brain. So you're saying that the area is where our memories are stored? No, that's a rumor the GF critics are spreading. So if we keep relying on the GF, we won't be able to remember all the things. There's no way Headmaster Sid would allow such a dangerous thing. Then how is it that I remember, while everyone else has forgotten? Well, in my case, I hadn't junctioned a GF until recently. That's why I remember a lot more than you guys. How about you, Selfie? Your first experience with the GF was when you came to Balam, right? Yeah. It's not been a few weeks, Core. I mean, it's a crucial part to, like, the seed training. I have a confession to make. When I was 12, I went in an outdoor training session. I found a GF inside one of the monsters I defeated. I junctioned that GF for a while, so I have experience with GF too, but it's really weird. I can't remember the name of that GF. It must be the GF's fault. What should we do? What should we do? Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? So what do you want to do? You want to stop using GF now? As long as we continue fighting, we're indebted to the powers of the GF. If there's a price I have to pay for that, I'll gladly pay it. Who am I? Hey, I know. Let's all keep a diary. Selfie actually with good ideas, writing things down. That way we'll always have something to remind us. Are you sure that's what you want? Maybe that's for the best. Yeah, I don't care if I forgot about my childhood, when Seifer used to pick on me. What's important to me is having the power to protect my parents in Balam. They adopted me. There's no way I'm letting go of that power. Hey. Do you all remember Matron? She was always wearing black. Let's see. Matron, dressed in black. She's the... Was it Matron? Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Very kind, long black hair. Yes, I really admired her. I see a resemblance. Matron, they look alike. Wait, I just pictured her face and... Look alike, that's not it. Matron's name is Edia Kramer. Matron is Sorceress Edea. Matron? Sorceress Edea? Why is the Matron... Why? You're wondering why Matron would take over a country or fire missiles and whatnot? At this point, we probably wouldn't comprehend it even if we talked about it. You're probably right. Oh man, I really want to see that. This is my reaction to this scene. This scene is so ridiculous. Hear me out. Seed and garden were all Matron's idea, right? I'm not a seed, but I share the same feeling with all of you. The seeds are supposed to fight the sorceress, right? This is strange. That's right. It was when I was being tortured by Seifer. He wanted to know what seed was. Matron should know. But Matron is Sorceress Edea. There's no denying that. What does this all mean? Squall, you listening? I'm your Ifrit. So like, this is what I wanted to say. Let's see. Oh yeah. I understand what Rinoa is saying. I understand, but still I'm gonna fight. I want to stay true to everything I've stood for. I'm sure it's the same for everyone. That's why I thought it'd be best if everyone knew we would have to face Matron. You've all heard this before, how life has infinite possibilities. I don't believe that one bit. There weren't many paths for me to choose. Sometimes there would be only one. From the limited possibilities I faced, the choices I made have brought me this far. That's why I value the path I chose. I want to hold true to the path that had to be taken. I know our opponent is Matron, whom we all love very much. We might lose something very important on account of the GF, but I don't mind. It's not like I drifted here on the tides of fate. I'm here because I chose to be here. And more importantly, we all grew up together. But due to various circumstances, we were all separated. As a kid, you couldn't really go out on your own. There were no other paths to take. All I did was just cry. Oh, I never pieced that together, Bubba. That makes sense. But somehow we're together again, just like old times. Though a lot's changed. We're not kids anymore. We're strong enough to take care of ourselves. Make our own decisions. We're confronting a big one right now. Do we fight Matron or not? I say we fight. Shoot for a common goal. Hey, at least it'll keep us together a little longer. Yeah, let's do it. We can't run for her for the rest of our lives. It's just such a bummer. Can't believe we have to fight Matron. I know. Bazelle's right. We can't run from her forever. Rinoa's just sitting here like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Hi, Fox. You just missed the worst part of this game. It's up to you. We're gonna fight. I think it's the only way we can move on with our lives. If that makes sense at all, come with us. I'm sure that's what everybody wants. Bob Ross has a Twitch page, what? Look! A gift from the fairies. It's just snow. Selfie. Yo, you want to go check out Edia's orphanage? I wonder what it's like now. We might find a clue. Clue? You mean as to why Matron turned out like this? Probably has to do with something that happened in the past. But the past is the past. It's over, done with. Despite what truth we find, it's not going to change the present. But I want to see it too. I don't know what we'll find, but let's head for Edia's house. Literally was there earlier today. Yeah, exactly, Sola. Rinoa's just sitting here like, y'all need some help. I guess that's it. We're fighting. You guys are fearless. Fearless? I don't think that's quite right. If you think too hard, you become lost. I think that's what everyone's afraid of. I wish we didn't have to fight either. Damn it, Core.